Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. In this session, we are going to see our continuation of web action. In the web action, we've been seeing concept of identifier, and we are going to see XPath. XPath is also known as XML path. It is one of the very useful and powerful technique to identify an element uniquely from a web page. So as I discussed, it is very helpful for navigation through a HTML structure. A web page is built with collection of HTML, which is collection of tag, and we can use XPath. It's a syntax or a language, ability to query the document to find a desired element with XML path expressions. XPath can be used for both HTML and XML document to find the location of an element on a web page using HTML DOM structure, which we have seen in the past DOM example. And it's one of the most important techniques. If you understand the concept, you could able to find any element on the web page. XPath's basic format of XPath is, it starts with a current node where you are when you say that. And second, tag name, whichever tag you are using, input, dev, image, etc. And attribute, or whichever attribute you're trying to select it, you should say with @, which is selecting an attribute. And you need to specify the attribute name and value of an attribute. If you understand this construct, you could able to really identify any element. So let's see a little bit more detail. XPath are of two types, absolute XPath as well as relative XPath. So consider I have a Google page, and if you are trying to select a search box, you can provide the entire structure where this input box is available: HTML/body, div1, div3, form, div1/all. It's a complete path. This is called an absolute path, which is full detailed path. Or else you use a relative XPath, which is a very common, and that's the example we have seen in the previous slide. That is tag name / tag name @ is an attribute and name of the attribute, and then you value of a attribute. If you specify, you can able to identify an element. So these are the two ways of utilizing it. Both has its own strength. One of the advantages of using a relative path is easy to maintain and easy to manage. Web pages are subjected to change constantly. If you use an absolute XPath, it is difficult to maintain. As you see, there is, if any tags in between changes, your path breaks and you have to come back again and fix it. If you're using in a bot, and if the web objects keep changing, your bot is constantly broken and you need to constantly come and fix the bot, which is a huge maintenance cost. XPath with a relative XPath concept is very helpful when you want to maintain it. It looks code cleaner, and then you can able to really identify or locate any element uniquely in the web page. All right, so we'll see an example. How do you identify XPath in a browser?